I'll wait for 2 minutes and let everyone come because today I have something new and exciting story with some artwork made out of ice cream sticks. Wait for 2 minutes. Every time I try to bring some new different stories, different characters, um, trying to make the stories interesting, something new. um, so I think so today it's something new because it's a mixture of story on our Indian god and goddesses as well as some god and goddesses out of India. It's a surprise. I'll tell you after 2 minutes. Um, okay, so I shall begin. Um, Happy belated Ganesh Chaturthi. Yesterday it was Ganesh Chaturthi. Actually, like Durga Puja is celebrated. So, Ganesh Chaturthi is also celebrated, especially in Maharashtra. And the way you get holidays for uh, this Durga Puja, similarly, there is holidays and a long week event and prayers going for Ganesh Ji, and Ganesh Ji is considered to be auspicious, and anywhere when a new home or house is made, people actually do this prayer of Ganesh, and it's at Sri Ganesh. So today the story that I have brought in is about two gods. Yes, one from India, that is our cute little Gannu, that is Ganesh Ji, and his Savari. Yes, something on which he travels, his favorite pet animal, that is a mouse. And Kartikeya, his brother, and his peacock, beautiful peacock. Another intelligent, strong, and brave god is from Rome. Yes, the Greek god from Rome, that is Hercules. He's considered to be a very strong, intelligent, and brave god from Greek. And his parents were also god and goddesses like Ganesha and Kartikeya. That is goddess Parvati, and yes, who lives in Kailash, Shankarji. So let's begin with the story. Through the story you will get to know how these kids use their intelligence, strength to fulfill the task given to them without making their parents angry, but instead making them happy and more lovable, as well as giving them respect. So now what happens? Hercules, it is story of the golden apple. Yes, so he was a strong, Hercules was considered to be strong and intelligent, brave man. And the king of Greece thought that the citizens will make him the next king because he is so brave and loved by all. The king said to him that, so the king thought, I'll allot Hercules a task, okay, and there are three tasks that I'm going to allot him, and I'm sure he won't be returning again to Greece. Yes, and if he doesn't return, obviously, who will make him the king? So He called Hercules came to the king, and he said, yes, your majesty, you called me, what is the matter? So majesty, the king said, yes, Hercules, I wanted to give you a task, allot you a task. And actually there was one task. In that one big task, there were three other tasks that Hercules had to complete. So he said, yes, your majesty, whatever you say. And the king said, you have to bring 3 golden apples. What? 3 golden apples. Yes. He said, go and bring 3 golden apples from the land of Paradise. Yes. From the land of Paradise. And he was strong and intelligent, brave. So he said, yes, your majesty, I will bring you the 3 golden apples from the land of Paradise. Yes. So now he went on with his task as said to the king. While he was going on his way, he met 3 maidens. How many? 3 maidens. And he asked to these maidens, actually, I'm looking for the land of Paradise. So can you tell me the way? So they said, yes. We know where is this land of Paradise. It is beautiful, and it will be told you by an old man who is sitting near the sea. So he said, okay, but they warned him one thing. Listen carefully. They warned him one thing. They said that when you meet this man, hold him tight. If you won't hold him tight, he will vanish off. Whoosh! He will vanish off, and you will never be able to find him again. Because once he vanishes off, no one knows where he lives, where he stays. So when you meet him, hold him tight. So he said, okay, and he went to see this guy, and he found him sleeping beside the sea. And he quietly went to him and held him tight. So Hercules was strong, very strong, and he held him so tight. He tried to get out of his grip, but he was not able to. So he was magical also. He turned himself into horse and seabird and different creatures, whatever creatures he could try. Different creatures he tried, but he was not able to get out of the grip of Hercules. So he said, he got tired and he said, okay, what do you want from me? He said, I am looking for the land of Paradise. Yes, for the land of Paradise. And he said, okay, I know where is land of Paradise. I'll tell you. It's in between the sea on an island, and that island is in between the sea. So he quickly went towards his destination, that is between the sea on that island. And when he reached that island, he found a big giant sleeping. A big giant sleeping. So he thought, what to do? So he said, listen, wake up. I want to know something. Wake up, giant, wake up. And this giant got really angry. He said, who are you? How could you disturb my sleep? I was sleeping and you disturbed me. So the man said, actually, so Hercules said, I want to know the way to the land of Paradise. And he was very angry. He took there was a wooden log that is known as club. So he took the club and started beating this Hercules. Now, now Hercules was magical as well as God, and when he was beaten by this giant, he became stronger and stronger and stronger, and he lifted, who Hercules lifted the giant up in the sky, up in the sky. And when he went up, he became weak. So giant said, oh, sorry, sorry. Please put me down on the earth. I'm feeling it's so scary. I'm afraid. Please put me down on the earth. And Hercules brought this man on that island, the earth. So giant said, okay, where do you want to go? So he said, I'm looking for the way towards the land of the Paradise. So he said, yes, I'll guide you to the land of the Paradise, and there you will meet a man named Atlas. So he said, okay. So Hercules, after knowing the way, he started going towards the land, and there he met Atlas. He was also another god, the Greek god. So he met Atlas, and he found that Atlas was carrying a cloud, beautiful blue, soft, fluffy clouds on his shoulders. On his shoulders. So he was carrying this blue cloud on his shoulders, like this. So Hercules said, dear sir, dear Atlas sir, I am looking for the way to the Paradise and for the 3 golden apples. So he said, you are looking for 3 golden apples, and the land of Paradise is bit far. I have to go and bring that 3 golden apples and travel. So he said, for that, so Atlas said, for that you need to carry this cloud on your shoulders. And Hercules was good, genuine. He said, okay sir, I'll carry this cloud for you. When he took the cloud, and Atlas went to land of Paradise to bring the 3 golden apples. Finally, he bought these 3 golden apples and kept in front of Hercules. But what was Hercules doing? Hercules was holding this cloud, so how could he take those golden apples? So Hercules said, sir, now you need to carry this cloud so that I can take these 3 golden apples and go back to my king, because my king has asked to bring these 3 golden apples. And you know what Atlas said? Atlas said, oh dear boy, listen, I have carried this cloud for 1,000 and 1,000 of years, and I am not going to carry it right now. I don't want to. So you carry it now, and I'll enjoy a bit. Now, see, he was an elderly person, and he could not disrespect Atlas. So he said, okay sir, you didn't let me know before, so let me adjust my shoulders and feet and my hands so that I can carry that cloud properly for longer time. So Atlas said, yes, I'll allow you for that, I am sure. And as Atlas took the cloud back on his shoulders, Hercules said, dear sir, thanks for carrying and bringing these 3 golden apples. I'm going to take these 3 golden apples with me for the king. Thanks a lot. And Atlas was still and again carrying that cloud, and Hercules went to the king happily and handed over the 3 golden apples to him and said, "Sir, dear king, your majesty, I have brought these 3 golden apples for you." The king had other plan, like he won't be able to return, but he was impressed instead and believed that yes, Hercules is very strong, intelligent, and brave. He faced everyone. And what did he do? The king gave him in return a reward, showing how happy he was. So see, here Hercules used his intelligence and didn't insult anyone, didn't and respected all the elders, and in fact impressed and got the reward. So either we are human or God, we need to respect everyone, isn't it? And similar is a small story about Ganesha. Yes, our dear cute little Ganesha, the auspicious god, the lucky god. And so what happens one day in the mountain of Kailash, Ganesha and Kartikeya were playing. They were playing, but they started fighting on one matter where Kartikeya said, "Ganesha, you are so fat, and have you seen your tummy so out? And you have such a small and tiny mouse to travel. Think, if you'll travel a long distance, you will smash the little mouse." And Ganesha was like, it doesn't matter to me, I love my pet animal. And Kartikeya said, "See, my peacock, it's so beautiful and colorful, and yours is so small and nothing." So Ganesha said, "I love whatever I have, I love my pet animal." And he said, "See your pet animal, it has such tiny feet, long and thin like sticks." And they kept on fighting, and there was no end to it. So they went to their parents, Shiva and Parvati. And so Mata Parvati asked, "What happened? Why are you fighting?" So after listening to all the matter, Parvati said, "Okay, I'm going to set you a task. What you have to do, you have to, with your pet animals, make a round around the earth. You have to make a round around the earth." Are you able to listen my story? Because sometimes there is network problem, so if you are not able to do write in the box. So what happened, Parvati set a task that they have to go around the earth and circle around the earth. And he was very confident. He said, "Oh, I have such a beautiful and a bird, I'll take around and I'll be first to and come to my parents' back." And Ganesha, and he laughed on Ganesha seeing his pet mouse. So Kartikeya went, taking an encircle of the earth. Now Ganesha, as everyone knows, he was an intelligent god, and he is an intelligent god. So what he did, he first went to the river and took bath, cleaned himself, sat on his cute mouse, and went to Mata Parvati and Father Lord Shiva. So, and he went and said, "Mata Parvati and Lord Shiva, you are my parents, you are my paradise, you have given birth to me, you people take care of me. So for me, the universe, you are my earth, you are my universe, and all other things in the world are all materialistic. It doesn't matter to me. What matters to me are you, my dear and beloved parents." And then he requested that I'm going to encircle around you only. And Mata Parvati and as well as Shiva, they agreed. They were really happy listening to such an intelligent but respectful request, and it was really sensible also. And Lord Ganesha took seven. He encircled seven times around his parents, and Kartik, after encircling, he sat beside his parents, and Kartikeya just took one round and circled the earth, and he came. So he said ki I have come, and he saw Ganesh is sitting. So is it that he encircled the earth so quickly? And and he said, and there Lord Parvati, Mata Parvati said, yes, Ganesha has won because he encircled around us, and it is very true that we are your universe, we are your earth, and if you are going to respect us, if you are going to listen to us, that is there would be nothing more than that, because in the universe, in the world, there are people who are not so well wishers or good wishers. And yes, parents will always guide you right. And there, though he got bit angry, but parents like Mata Parvati was really impressed and happy by Lord Ganesha. So you see, here there were two gods. Okay, we consider them superpower, but they too have parents. They too have that respect that we human give. And how are we human created? It's like God has brought us on this earth, and he has given their own intelligence, brave, strength, everything to us. We too have everything that gods have. Only we need to identify and discover how to utilize those qualities. And these both the gods, Hercules, the Roman god, and Ganesha, the Indian god, both were intelligent, loved, respected their parents, and never tried to make them angry. Through their intelligence and respect, followed and completed the task, and every time was rewarded. And they never went angry. So, children, we can learn something good from our almighty gods, and gods exist in every region, in every land. So I thought, why not to merge two gods, one from Rome, that is Greece, the Hercules, and Lord Ganesha. And it was Ganesh Chaturthi also yesterday. Hope so you loved this story. Anything that you feel, you can put on in that comment box. Any more knowledge you have, any more teachings, preachings, or ideas you have about God and goddesses who really give us good ideas, help us in solving our troubles. And one more thing, I keep saying that through stories we learn, our brain develops those cognitive, metacognitive things. So here do you see, though the two gods Hercules and Ganesha, they both had different situations. In our life also, we find different situations, problems, troubles, and there we need to think how to solve it instead of just sitting or giving up. So these two gods, again, they too had different situations, and they used their logic, reasoning, and intelligence as how to solve it and earn that reward. So we also have problems. Gods too have problems in their life. They try to solve it and sort it. Why not we use our brain, the cognitive and metacognition that is provided by the Almighty. Yes. Okay, now children and parents too can be storytellers like other famous storytellers, or stories like I bring up through these cartoon characters or characters. These are like stick figures or story cards, characters made on an ice cream stick. This is an ice cream stick on which I have made these characters. So artwork time, and I'm going to teach you how to make beautiful characters and tell stories in your school or in birthday parties. These golden apples, I really love these golden apples. See? And that cloud. So it's very easy. You can make these things and tell stories to your parents. In fact, you have different competitions, storytelling competitions or poetry competition, birthday parties, different parties, and instead of and always playing games. And if you want something new to introduce in that, you can also come up with these kinds of beautiful characters or animals and narrate a story or poem to them, and everyone will be so happy. So today I'm going to teach you how to make different story characters and animals, so that you can also become a storyteller, an interesting storyteller. It's very simple. Whatever character you love, whatever character you like to, either you can make it through your imagination, or internet is there. Just Google what you want. I think so Chota Bheem is very famous. You can make Chota Bheem. Or that cockroach, there is a cartoon, that cockroach Ogie, I think so, Ogie. So you can make Ogie or any characters of your imagination. You want to create a new character, so create a new character. And I have drawn few characters, see, like elephant. And you can paint either with that Rangila you get, those small box colors, or fabric colors, pencil colors. What more you get? Crayons are really good. Wax colors, whatever colors you can afford, whatever colors you have at home, use that. You need some paper and colors, pencil and eraser with a ruler if you are a perfectionist, and create characters like this. So today beforehand only I have made these characters. You can switch on to Google and all, and they have all the figures also drawn. If you are not able to draw those figures, just see how they are teaching, or YouTube also. Just see those figures, characters, and so it's an elephant. My favorite character is actually SpongeBob SquarePants. So I have the SpongeBob SquarePants, a cute little owl. From these three characters, I'll show you how to make using these ice cream sticks, and we'll create a story. So we need these ice cream sticks. Either the ice creams that you eat, don't throw those ice cream sticks. Obviously, if you're not going to throw it, there won't be pollution. Pollution will reduce. Keep your environment healthy and clean. Or you can also buy it from the market. You'll get these ice cream sticks. So whenever you eat any ice cream, don't throw these ice cream sticks. Don't even throw those ice cream cups also. You can reuse. You can put some mud and plant a small plant in that. So take these ice cream sticks. After you have drawn, colored and cut out these characters, take the ice cream stick And take your favorite color. So I'll use orange color and yellow. Or I'll take yellow or green. You need a brush. Everyone has a brush at home. I want to have two colors on my stick. Generally there were one color. This had only one color. So you can make double color and color both the sides, so that if your stick gets turned, still it looks good. Now take some yellow color, hold it from here so that the color doesn't go off. And let it dry for some time. We'll again color another stick. We have 3 sticks to color. I'll take orange and pink next. Again, half orange and half pink. And let it dry for some time. We can take a single color also. So I'll take blue color, royal blue. I'm going to give a single color to this. You saw double colors? It's very easy to color. See? Easy. Now what next you have to do? You can use 2 techniques to stick these characters on the stick. Okay, so either use this double-sided tape. Okay, the double-sided tape, it will be just quick. You have to peel it off and stick. It will get stuck on the stick. Or you can use Fevicol or glue. It will take some time to dry. I have used Fevicol on this, but now I'll I'll show you how I'll stick through the double-sided tape. I have beforehand only cut some tapes and put on the back of these characters. See. And this I used Fevicol. Now take these sticks, any side that you love. I'll take SpongeBob first and peel off the double-sided and stick it here. See, like this. Now Now next I'll tell you how to decorate a stick. You can make your things always beautiful, color and interesting. So I have few glitters that comes in the market and it's very cheap. It's not very expensive, this dust one. Anyone, you can even use that glue glitters also accordingly, though whatever you can afford. But whatever the cheapest things are this, and anyone can buy and use it. So I have three colors. I have golden color, I have red color, silver color, and I actually got this black color, shiny black color. So on this, what you have to do, take a small plate. I have this color palette. Take some Fevicol and pour into that. Make these bit thin, so add some water to the Fevicol. Okay, add some water to the Fevicol, not much, thoda sa, so that glue can stick on these sticks. It will be easy for the glue to stick. And take you can take 2-3 glitters and just put it like this. Sprinkle a bit. I'll use two colors, golden and silver. Wipe off the extra. See, it looks good, isn't it? If you have stickers, you can use stickers on these. But now I'm going to stick our cute little owl. Isn't it easy? And the next is this blue. On blue, silver goes well. So leave this portion so that you can stick, so that glitters don't go there, because if you are putting this sticker, it will be difficult for them to stick. So after your stick gets dried up, stick it. See, now it got stuck properly. Stick it. Now put some glue here. Use the brush to use the glue and sprinkle. I have colorful sprinkles also, so I'll use this. So it makes your characters also beautiful, and people who has come to listen to your stories become alive, and people will love to listen, because it's not only always stories, but characters and the way you bring these things also add up to the way it interests you and make interesting for your audience. Why will someone listen to you? Because you have made it interesting. And one more left. Shining. You can put a sticker also. I have some stickers. I Actually, I don't have many stickers. I have these stars. So you can take a star and you can put it here and make your ice cream sticks more interesting. Hi Andra, hopes you are enjoying this session. So these are the three characters that we have made. SpongeBob with a star stickers. You can also buy these pearl stickers. There are pearl stickers available in the market. Pearl stickers available. See, I have some stickers. These kinds of stickers, these kinds of threads, woolen threads you can add. Just make your characters interesting and let your stories come alive. Elephant, SpongeBob. And it's become so easy for you to tell, okay, the owl was hopping on the tree, the elephant was walking on the land, all through the forest. Hercules was thinking something intelligent and he brought all those golden apples. Atlas. Beautiful cloud. And Lord Ganesha. So hope so you loved this creative art session as well as the story that I brought. I think so I forgot to make the poster this time. But I wanted to bring up my stories and the artwork. Any other artwork or stories you want me to bring on this channel? It's Colorful Story Mind. I have a channel, a YouTube channel, Facebook, Insta, Twitter with Colorful Story Mind. Do visit. I'll provide you the link to listen to other stories and creative art like this and help yourself and your children develop cognitively, cognition, those motor development, psychomotor development, creative, let them be creative and keep alive the art of storytelling. We people are missing these things these days because life has become so rigorous, technology and all. So sometimes you can listen to people still alive to tell you stories and not always gadgets and those serials. So you love these things. अरे यार मम्मी यही लिख दी. It's okay, कभी कभी ड्रेस चला जाता because you are busy and engrossed in telling these stories. So I'll be providing you the link of my YouTube channel. Do like, subscribe and share. Do suggest the stories and different ideas that you want me to come up on my Colorful Story Mind. I'll be bringing some more story books and things and will let you know. Do read them. Okay, so I'll take your leave now. Bye. Hercules and Ganesha say bye to our dear children and parents. Bye. And our elderly grandmother, grandfather, grandparents, uncle, aunt, everyone. Bye.